everybody, Calisto Redux here with another episode of Let's Build Wormhole Survival II. So here I am in the spawn building. Let's go ahead and pop outside and see what I've done since last episode. I added the outputs to this randomizer here. As you can see, each output has two command blocks. One of the command blocks set the spawn point at a certain location, this one titled 1. And then the other command block teleports the player to that same location. So these numbers will be associated with different islands. So we got our randomizer all set up and working. And then the only other thing I did was set up a little T flip-flop here. This is going to come from inside the building. This is how you start the map, by pressing the green button, and then if you want to stop playing and you've returned to this building, you press the off button right there. Again, it's just a simple T flip-flop, so as you see, if you press the green button, it will turn to the on position, and the red button turns it off. So that's all I've done since last episode. Let's go ahead and pop into MCedit, and we are going to go ahead and install the timer. Okay, so here we are in MCedit. I'm going to go ahead and import this 15-minute timer I previously made a video for. I will put the link to this schematic file and video in the description. And we're going to put it right about where we need it. So let's go ahead and nudge it into place. And we need the on this T flip-flop to go to this. So that right there should just about do it. So let's go ahead and import and save. And I will see you guys back in the world. And back in the world we are. So let's go ahead and take a look at this timer we just imported. Many people have asked me since I released a video of this how to increase or decrease the amount of time. Currently this is a 15-minute timer. This first command block right here is essentially the start. This is 0 seconds right here, and then from then on it's a minute. So 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, going on all the way until 15. So for the purpose of this map, we don't want it 15 minutes long, we want it to be 10 minutes. So it's as simple as taking out 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's only going to extend to 10 minutes. We can go ahead and break every block from here, and that should work perfectly. Okay, so we got that set up. Now what we need to do is set this T flip-flop up to match up with this timer. That should be broken. And pretty much we need to send the signal down here, so we can go ahead and place a piece of redstone right there. And a block right there. Now that should power this redstone, turning this on. This magenta circuit up here is actually the off, so we're going to have to set that up to this other side here. This was intended to be the off, so I'm going to go ahead and send this upward. Let's use green wool. And luckily in this empty world we have plenty of room to work with. Let's go ahead and do it like this. Is there something in there? There we go, there's a button. So this extends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we are perfect. Okay, so that should pretty much do it. This should work. Let's go ahead and give it a test. So here we go, let's go ahead and get it started. Press the start button, and there you go, you see Wormhole Start. And from here on, we'll get a 1 minute notice every minute until the 10th minute. So again, this is using lock-in repeaters. Once a minute, the signal will be continued on through the circuit, and after 10 minutes, it will reach the end. So what we need to do at this point is, once this circuit reaches the end, we have to hook it up to this randomizer so you get sent to a new randomized place. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's use a new color, dark gray. So we can get rid of that button. Go ahead and use a repeater instead of a button there, and then we will just trail it on up. Again, we're just not too worried about compactness. We have so much room to work with. Maybe one day we'll improve a little bit. But there we go. Little trail on. After 10 minutes from here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it's not going to reach. So we'll go ahead and stick a repeater. It's fine. It's gonna teleport you 1/10 of a second after 10 minutes. That's not going to be a problem. And that should do it for our timer. Next, we are going to do the counter that will establish when you actually win the game. Of course, you could always continue playing after winning, but we'll go into more detail on that after we go ahead and build the counter. So, let me fill in these blocks I deleted earlier, and we will get the counter started. So I went ahead and set up the cancellation mechanism for the timer here. What it is essentially is an RS NOR latch right here with a falling edge detector, so it sustains a pulse for a long time. So when you press the cancel button, it turns this torch on long enough to make sure that the randomizer does not turn on one last time after pressing the cancel button. Let's go ahead and start this whole mechanism actually, and then we'll go into building the counter. So there it is getting started. Wormhole start. And the signal will feed through here. We're gonna go ahead and put the counter over here. Stick it right about here. Now we want this counter to go off every time that the randomizer goes off. So we'll go ahead and invert the signal here. Have it leading this way. That'll be going into a dropper-dropper type counter. So we'll have a dropper facing upward, and another one facing into that. Like so. Then we're going to go ahead and fill this dropper with random items, some that stack to 64, some to 16, and some to just 1. Now we're going to use a comparator from here. Bring it out 4. So I've done some tests with this, and it takes about 20 activations, although it's random depending on which item's going to get selected from this dropper and moved up to this dropper. But after about 20 times, it will activate down over on this end. So this is where we're going to stick our command blocks, which will teleport you back to the spawn base, and that will be considered a win. So that setup's going to be as simple as that. Going to go ahead and set up a delay and set up the command blocks properly. And if you look in the bottom left corner there, you could see that it says 5 minutes because this timer's going. We'll actually go ahead and speed it up while we're here. See, 7, 8 minutes, 9, and after 10 minutes, this device is going. A random place is selected. Teleport Calisto to 8. And the whole mechanism starts over with the clock still running. Now as you can see, if I press the cancel button, then it is canceled. This clock is no longer running. There's nothing selected on the timer here. And there you have it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that'll just about do it for all the redstone mechanisms needed for this build. All we have left to do is import all the islands and maybe a few minor touches and hidden gems that I'll stick into this map. So I think we'll do that on one last episode, and then we will be all done with Wormhole Survival 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time,